Polished people, what's going on? It's your girl, The Polished Lady, and I'm here with my girl, personal fave in business, Brittany Ayers. So,
Yes.
can you talk to us about House of Color? Why did you start House of Color?
Okay, well, I started House of Color 5 years ago. I just had my 5th anniversary in May.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So when I first started House of Color event production, I had just been out of school, out of college for about a year and a half. So my best friend, she wanted balloon bottles for her baby shower, and I didn't know anything about it. So I got on YouTube, and I figured out from YouTube. As like a couple weeks, months went by, people just kept asking for balloons, like balloon bottles, and I just took it serious. Like, I took some classes. Well, at first I was just blowing balloons up, all different sizes, making it look something pleasing. But eventually I took classes. I made sure that I was certified because anything that I do, I make sure that I'm great at it. And so I made sure I was certified, took classes. I really try to take a class like once a year just to explore more. It helps me with my balloon community. We all know the same things, the same field. So that's where it started. And then now here I am, 5 years later, House of Color.
And you're a full-time entrepreneur, mother,
Yes.
and business owner. Talk to me about like how COVID has treated you as far as business-wise. How's that changed your home life and things of that nature?
So let's be honest, when COVID first happened, like March, that alone was kind of scary. But at the same time, if that had happened year 1, year 2, I would have really panicked and would have probably went quick to apply for a job. But thank God that it was an ease on me that it was just like, we're going to figure this out. And as an entrepreneur, you always got to figure something out. Like, you got to just get back to the drawing board why you started in the first place. And I feel like that's what helped. Like, it's a blessing. That's how I look at it. With COVID, it helped me go back to the drawing board. Like, why did I start anyway? I started because balloons, at the end of the day, they bring joy to my clients. And so, in this difficult time, that's what we needed right now. We're needing some type of joy, some type of happiness.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah, something to look forward to. So I had to figure out exactly what was going on because the first month of March, like, everything was canceled. People want their money back. Weddings was postponed to next year, or they don't know when they're going to have their wedding. So it was scary because my bank account just stopped. And you think being self-employed that you have control. That's the reason why I am self-employed. No one can tell me, how many hours and how much I'm worth. But when the whole world stops, you're like, oh, okay. And it has helped me also just be more responsible, if I'm being too real. Like, I do need to save even more in my savings account. I need to have more of emergency income. It really kind of was a blessing to just get on my toes, like everything, cross my eyes, toes, all that. Like, whatever the saying is, like, it was like, get on your game, A game. So I changed a couple of things. So mostly I do big events, corporate events, and that's what I do love. However, I had to change some things around to smaller events, adjust to that, adjust to the government guidelines. Like, 1 minute we are in phase 1, we can only have 10 people.
Right.
Next we are open and you can do stuff, but then, and like, last week we closed again to phase 2 and we can only have like 50 people, and so events again were getting canceled. So you just have to learn how to adjust to that. I'm doing more personal, smaller bouquets. More parties are happening still at home. So it'll work out. You just kind of got to find a touch.
And it's still contactless because you drop off the balloons and it's done.
It's done. So most of my orders, when it first happened, I was just delivering on the porch and walking away, and they were just grabbing them back. Now that it's a little bit more open and people, everyone's wearing a mask, I make sure when I do my deliveries, I have my mask on. Or if I do an event at an event center, my mask on, spraying everything down. So it works out. I'm just in and out. It's really no contact as you would say, with other products.
And I've learned through watching you on Instagram that you've begun to talk about, postpartum and health and how that has truly shaped you and becoming more open about that. Would you say any part of your business was affected by that? About your postpartum? Like, did you stop doing balloons for a while? Did you feel any type of depression? And what got you back out of that and being more willing to talk about postpartum to everyone?
So when I first started House of Color, my business blew up in 6 months, like crazy numbers in 6 months, and which was a blessing. And then after that, I ended up having a baby, and so I slowed a couple things down. For me, I feel like I completely stopped, but to everyone else, they didn't really see it. To me, I felt like I was moving in slow motion, not really being creative like I wanted to. And with this business, like balloons, you have, like how I do it, you have to be creative. Like, I really don't like all my balloons looking the same. So each time I'm going back to the drawing board, adding colors. Let's do this. What do you like? And it's hard when you're depressed. When you're depressed, anybody, it's like a blockage over you. Like, you know exactly what you want to do, how you want to do it, how you envision it, but it's this bubble that's over you. You're just trying to pop that bubble to get out of it. And I was just stuck for like years. I was in postpartum for like 3 years, but I was still moving, but I wasn't at my best. And I know me at my best. And so that's why I wasn't uncomfortable. So to break through with that, just being around other people, my community, once I was at Lafayette Square, being around my friends there, we always on the same go. And it was more than just business, it's family, and when this is your vision, you gotta take care of self first. You can't just focus on the money, because if self ain't together, everything else falls apart.
So, is that something that you are going to be incorporating with your brand, just who you are, or?
More personal, with my personal brand. I will be talking about postpartum a lot. I feel like in our community as Black women, we don't speak about postpartum. We don't talk about therapy. And I did all of that, and that's how I'm still standing. So I would like to promote that, be an advocate for that more.
I appreciate you for sharing your story and your journey with all of us. I look forward to hearing more.
Yes.
And I do want to continue. I want to do a walk by. A walk by.
Okay. This is our mask bouquet. They're personal, more small bouquets for indoor or outdoor. A lot of people are, during COVID, having a lot of birthday parties at home. So these are my favorite go-to if you don't know how big your party is going to be. I like to do one of those, add some balloons, 1 or 2, just depending on the size of the house, and it's always a bestseller for me. I love the colors, keep it simple, but also can turn into a photo shoot as well for the party.
Right, this is definitely cute, and you can add the one, or
you can add name, custom. You can add. This is actually like the smallest one, like more simple. I can do more custom and add their name to it. I can do whatever you like with these.
I really like this.
Thank you. This is also popular. This is more of a bigger one. It's girl.
Whoa, let me help you.
And so these are popular for the drive-by baby showers. We mostly have these outside. I put some poles underneath so that they can stay up during outside, and this makes a big statement without killing your budget, while also getting everyone's attention, knowing that you're celebrating a new baby girl or baby boy. So these are also some of my top sellers. I love these. I have made these for prom. I have made these, they want their kid whole name spelled out. People are still celebrating. So these are my go-to style. Really popular for graduation season and birthday parties. Sweet 16 for guys. All you have to add is the 2020 in front of it, or you can add their name. Everything is custom.